What's up, everybody? This is AJ, and the gameplay I got in the background is just some high action spaz rushing gameplay. I hope it's high action. I've had it in my file share for quite a while, so I don't know. I'm sure it'll be good though. I wanted to talk about the Call of the Community tournament, the Pound Cock tournament. If you've been following it on Twitter, but man, it was it was intense. I can't even my mouth can't even decide the right adjective to put on it. It was really good. It was like I would equate it almost to like the same level as the USA World Cup game. Like it was actually really exciting. And I'm sure that sounds super nerdy, but I don't really care. Alright, so I put a bunch of stuff down as I was watching it because this was earlier on tonight. I'm doing this commentary at 2 o'clock in the morning, so didn't get a chance to do a commentary right after. But some of my thoughts on it were, man, the pro players, like, I guess you gotta expect pro players to play really well, but man, they just were beasts. Like, it just seemed like all of their shots were just right on. Like, it didn't seem like they ever missed. I know there was one streak that Optic Big Timer had on Summit. He got like a 12 kill streak, took their entire team out like 3 times. It was fucking insane. And then I'm just gonna put out some highlights now, just in case you didn't get to see it. Kind of disappointed with White Boy's team, but I guess you can kind of expect it since he's mainly a PS3 guy. Market J was a beast as always. Drifter, actually, who was another guy on their team, topped the leaderboards one game using dual Scorpions. I gotta give him mad props for that because that's pretty insane. And then one of the highlights has to be the all sniping team. They had like Zerka, who I'm not familiar with at all. I've never even heard of him, but apparently he's a big sniper. And then they had Small Beans and Snipinator, and I forget who the last guy was. But man, they were all sniping and they lost, but they didn't get like crushed. They did better than some of the teams, that's for sure. And Small Beans actually had a quad. He killed the whole team. It was like a old school Halo extermination. So I'm sure that'll end up in one of his montages. It's pretty sweet. And actually, Woody's team with I mean, I always knew Ronaldinho was a beast. I mean, I've kind of, been on the fence about him, but man, he showed up in this tournament. His shot was right on, up there with the pros, and his team and Woody's team really surprised me. I think they won a couple games. I don't know. I just didn't expect them to do as well. And one other big thing was the shoutcasting with Fwiz and Hutch. They did like a really good job. Like normally I'm not, I don't know, I can't say I don't like Fwiz when he shoutcasts. Sometimes it gets a little annoying, but man, he was just right on the ball. He wasn't overdoing it. And then sometimes you got to listen in to like what the players were saying mid game, and that's pretty cool. And then Hutch, brought the funny, personable guy as his sidekick, which was pretty good combination, if I don't say so myself. And it's just weird because I've never really watched any MLG stuff. Like I just never before watched like an MLG tournament. But man, it was really exciting. Like it doesn't seem like I could get that excited over a video game, but it was pretty epic. And it's a nice mix between like the MLG guys all going super try hard, and then you got Drifter running around with dual Scorpions, and I think Mr. Phantasmo was using the PM63, and then you got all the snipers and stuff. NASA 1 using his patented MP5K. And one thing I kind of wondered though is, it kind of got me like, why don't they use kill streaks? It's part of the game in any other Call of Duty situation. I mean, I know it's like a tradition that you don't use them, but just think of how much more strategy that could add to the game, and it wouldn't be so like monotonous. I can't say that word. Monotonous. There we go. like everyone wouldn't use lightweight, ninja, sleight of hand. You'd actually get some variation. I think that'd be kind of cool. Add another element to the game, but I guess it did. What else do I got here? And it's funny because some of the guys that were known for like really good commentating had surprisingly good games. I'm not gonna like name people because I don't want to leave anybody out, but you guys know who they are. Some of the guys that maybe like an Onslaught. Fuck it, I'll just I'll just go. Why not? Onslaught. I usually think of. He's got good commentary, great video quality and stuff. High effort, high quality videos. But man, he's a beast on the sticks. Same with like a Dunkus, for instance. He's another guy. And their team actually made it to the finals against NASA 1 Fear Crads. The Lads, I think, was their team name. Yeah, other than that, JCap was one of the pros, and I think he wins MVP of the tournament. He had some games where he was going like 25-5, like 29-7 and shit against like really good players. This is like in the semifinals I'm talking about. Like so JCap pretty much stole the show in my opinion. It's unfortunate his team didn't win, but still I think he did a really good job. And it's funny cuz I always like when I see stuff like this, like anything competitive, even though I obviously, like I said before, I don't watch much, but whenever I see anything competitive, I always wonder, if I could hang with them. So after the tournament, I'm like, what the fuck? Let's try this. So I went in a pub, put lightweight, ninja, sleight of hand with the AUG, with the red dot. Actually, with the teal dot seemed to be what all the pros were using with the little X reticle or whatever. So I tried that out, and safe to say, I went 42-9 against a full party. The LG clan. There were some players there. And definitely was accused of having aimbot after the game. I don't know how I would manage to die 9 times with auto aim, but I don't know. I guess that's what people say. It's funny, but yeah, it was a really good tournament, and hopefully if I can get any bigger than this, I'll be able to participate in the future. And I'll talk a little bit about the finals. I know this gameplay is wrapping up here, but man, the finals were so exciting. It was the Lads, which was NASA 1, Fear Crads, Sam 5000, and Striker, I think, was one of the pros. He also was really good. And they were against Onslaught. I know I'm going to fuck this team up. Onslaught, Dunkus. Oh, God, who was the pro? JCap was the pro. And then they had another guy, I forget. But, man, they played best of 3, and it went all the way down to the last game, which was on Nuketown. And I gotta say, give myself a pat on the back, because I did choose the winning team with Fear Crads and NASA 1. It's just there's too many like really aggressive guys on that team with really good shots. I mean, I don't care how good your strategy is, they're gonna keep pounding you with aggressiveness and shots that are just right on. So they ended up winning it all and went all the way to the last game. It was pretty epic. And I'm sure someone will put up a video, so you guys should definitely watch it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.